When it comes to video games, what is one extremely important factor that each title needs to have? What will draw an audience to return to a title or even make something like Call of Duty that releases every single year stay fresh and unique? Innovation. Innovation is key to pretty much everything, not just FPS games, any game genre, along with real life problems as well, including business. Innovation is key for your success. Now, of course, you don't want to completely forget about what you're, known for. If you do that, then all the people who've been vibing with you and rocking with you forever are going to disappear. So the whole point of anything in this world is to make sure that you can keep the core experience or the core vibes of what you already have in place that got you the popularity that you have, while still being able to branch out and innovate to bring in new people and keeping the core audience entertained with something fresh and unique. Now, when I think of things that lack innovation, one thing that really comes to mind is Black Ops Cold War. Hence why you guys are watching Black Ops 2 today, because I just have no passion, no drive at all to touch that game whatsoever. I can't even stream it. I tried to stream it actually yesterday. If you guys want to catch my live streams, I do that every single day over on Twitch. The link to that stuff is down in the description. I only lasted 2 hours. Usually I'm going for like 5 to 8 hours a stream. I lasted 2 hours, and I could barely even make that. I mean, I wanted to stop it at 1 hour. The game is just tiresome. Now, why is that game so boring? Why is it that when you hop on Black Ops Cold War, you don't want to continue grinding? Because the gameplay mechanics aren't bad. I can hop on Cold War and have a decent time. The mechanics are actually decent, but something about the game is a complete turnoff to the point where I can't put in a lot of time without getting completely bored out of my mind. It lacks passion. But not only does it lack passion, like I just said, it lacks innovation. There's nothing new that came into Black Ops Cold War that will keep people interested. Modern Warfare, for me personally and for a lot of other people out there who watch this channel, I know after some time when, more Battlefield fans came over and I got some Halo fans as well who are watching my content, I know a lot of people do enjoy Modern Warfare. And that's the point that I'm trying to make here. There is a wide variety of people who think Modern Warfare is the worst Call of Duty game out there, including myself. I know you can hate me as much as you want, but I just did not enjoy the core mechanics of Modern Warfare. But there's tons of us out there. But down to the core, the game had so many innovations, so many changes, and it evolved what the core formula of Call of Duty was, to the point where not only was it able to, allow core fans of the Call of Duty franchise to re-enjoy their experience of Modern Warfare, even though, like I just said, I need to keep saying this because I know I'll get hate comments. I'm sorry. I don't want to annoy you guys, but I don't completely support Modern Warfare, but some of the core fans enjoy that game, along with a bunch of new people who are coming from other franchises, Rainbow Six Siege, Battlefield, Halo. A lot of those people are coming over to Call of Duty as well, because it's something new. And that's how Modern Warfare maintained so much success. Despite all the hate and all the negative feedback, it still was such a popular Call of Duty title, along with Warzone popping off even more. It actually did pretty decent. We can't lie about that. But coming after a game like Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, will Vanguard be able to branch out and become its own innovative title? Or are they going to follow in the same trends as Black Ops Cold War, where it's going to be more bare bone and basic? Well, according to a lot of the past leaks and also current leaks now, I personally think Vanguard is going to be more on the innovative side. Now, is it going to be a good innovation or bad innovation? We don't know just yet. But at least we know it's going to be innovation compared to nothing like we saw in the past. And one of the innovations that we're going to be seeing is destruction. Now, this is something that I have been personally requesting for a while. I know it's a little iffy when it comes to the Call of Duty community, but I've always been a big fan of destruction because to me personally, it allows for us to be able to be more aggro against campers and people who want to play very slow and don't play any OBJ and are just completely obnoxious and useless to the team. I think it's much easier to be able to engage with them if you can frickin' blow down the whole damn building that they're sitting in. But obviously, knowing this is Call of Duty, that scenario is pretty much thrown out the window. It's no chance we're going to see that type of destruction like in Battlefield or something of that sort. But how they're handling the destruction in Call of Duty Vanguard is basically with wooden set pieces. So they're going to have wooden fences or boarded up windows and stuff like that with wood, and they're going to have them scattered across the map. Now, again, it's a cool feature because I personally like destruction, and it's a nice alternative that allows it to come into Call of Duty without it being too extra. But even though I said innovation is great, too much innovation could be very bad. Let me give you guys an example. Battlefield 5. That game, they tried to innovate on how you got ammunition, how you got meds, and they pushed it to a whole different level. Almost like Battlefield turned into a survival simulator. No longer was it an arcade shooter because now you had no health ever, you had no ammunition ever, and it turned the whole experience into a crap show, in my personal opinion. That's why, like I always say, Battlefield 5 is by far the worst Battlefield game ever made. even though my opinions have changed and they also tweak some of these things to make them more better and manageable in Battlefield 5, in the beginning of the title, it was just straight crap. But the way they handled these innovations, they were trying to shove it in your face, force you to use these things that they added into the game. They didn't give you an option. Instead of giving you plenty of ammo and then having an ammo station on the side that you can go to as an option in case your teammates are bad, they went ahead and gave you no ammunition. Basically 2 to 3 magazines that you can use, which is like maybe 2 kills in Battlefield 5 if you're lucky enough to land all your bullets and depending on the ranges and stuff like that. So 2 kills, you're out of ammunition. If your team sucks and doesn't give you ammo, you have to run all the way back to an ammo station. So like I said, instead of adding it in minorly, where it's like it's an option, you still have plenty of ammo, so every once in a while, if you want to fall back, you can. No, they force you to. They force you to fall back and get ammo 24/7. Same thing with the meds, and the meds are still kind of like this until this day, but they did add upon it to give everybody an extra med pack and stuff like that. But if you run out of meds in Battlefield 5, you don't get any more med packs. You can't heal 100% until either A, a medic comes to you, or B, you go back to a med station. So if you have bad medics and nobody's, healing you or anything, you're going to have to fall back all the way to the med station 24/7. Again, shoving it in your face. Instead of allowing you to regen up to 100% every single time, they forced you by cutting off your regen to 50%, then 30%, then only 20%. They cut your health to force you back or else you're going to be one-shot. You see what I'm saying here? Sometimes developers like to show off the innovation they put in the game or force it, shove it in your face to the point where innovation is bad. And those are the type of scenarios where too much innovation is bad innovation. But you might be thinking, well, JB, what does this have to do with destruction in a Call of Duty game? That's a completely different type of innovation in a title like that. Well, let me show you guys a tweet by Tom Henderson over on Twitter. He went ahead and said, to me, it looks like they have just gone a bit over the top with the destructible environments just for the sake of it. Every window's boarded up, every alleyway's boarded up. There's a lot of wooden cover just so people can shoot it down. Now, this right here is a prime example of too much innovation, and I pray to God they tone it down before the actual release of the game. Again, I love destruction, and I think destruction's awesome, but when the developers go out of the way to shove it in your face, like, look what we did, we changed something finally, we made something new, pay attention to us, look at us, it turns into situations like this, where instead of just having open windows, every window you come across is going to be boarded up to force you to either shoot through it or slap it open. Why? What's the point? Why does that have to be every window? Can't you just have certain sections of the map that have this ability? Or something of that sort? Why does that have to be everywhere I go, there's going to be a boarded up window? Same thing with almost all the alleyways and flank routes. Instead of just easily being able to run around an enemy, you're going to shoot down wooden fences and shoot down obstacles to navigate the map. Again, not bad. That's pretty cool. I like that. But when it's over the top and they're trying to shove it in your face, trying to force it in there saying, look at us, we're doing something new, it becomes too much and over the top. It's not a special feature anymore. Instead of it being cool and innovative for the game, it just becomes something tedious and obnoxious. And like Tom Henderson said as well, there's a lot of wooden cover in the game as well, so you can't even get legitimate cover in this game as much as you could in past titles just for the sake of them showing off destructible environments. So instead of being able to find multiple pieces of cover out there, pretty much all the cover in the game is just going to be able to be shot down. So all the maps are going to be flat land. Again, in Battlefield, something like that, that's cool. And even in Battlefield, they made sure that structures still have parts and pieces that will give you cover. Because yes, in the past, it was really cool, like in Bad Company 2, to flatten a whole map, but over time, they noticed that for the gameplay purposes, it's not that enjoyable for, pretty competitive players who want to, actually get a bunch of kills and stuff like that, or just not get annoyed with certain features. You want to give them a little bit of cover inside these buildings so they don't go completely down to the ground, but you still have something that can give you protection. Not in Vanguard. There's going to be tons of wooden protection that can be completely shot through to leave absolutely nothing. And in a Call of Duty game, cover is pretty crucial. And don't forget, Call of Duty Vanguard is going to be running on the same engine as Modern Warfare with the same exact time to kill. And for those who didn't get to play Modern Warfare 2019, the time to kill is, 2-3 bullets is going to take down an enemy. So, no cover. High time to kill, being able to be shot through multiple walls and have your cover completely blown in the middle of the open with windows that are all boarded up, each and every window, along with every flank route and every alleyway covered up with wooden fences, seems a bit too much. And I know a lot of people are going to think that's cool now when we don't play it, we're just reading it on paper. It sounds pretty awesome. But what happens when every single game that we try to play, we have to, expose our position because we're trying to flank them, we got to shoot through a fence? Or we're just getting into a window to, get the upper hand advantage on an enemy, and we have to pop the window open, so they know, obviously, we're sitting in that window waiting for them to turn the corner, and they're going to beam us off the head glitch. Or what happens when we run out in the open on a nice fancy streak, and we're trying to run and gun and be aggressive, but all the cover that helps us run and gun and be aggressive is getting shot down to the floor, so there's absolutely nothing benefiting the people who are just camping in buildings, because obviously, once the windows are gone, they don't have to shoot open the windows again, so they can just sit there in the building and gun people down in the open fields. You see what I'm saying here? Too much innovation is not good innovation at all. When they try to rub it in your face and try to, shove it up in there and try to prove something, it becomes tedious. And something that's supposed to be fun and game-changing and new for a title turns out to be something boring, repetitive, and just tedious to deal with on a game-to-game basis. But guys, I'm going to leave the commentary off there. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, a bomb, say hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoyed the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams some video games I do over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.